So let's take a look at what the custom bench plane really looks like close up. So here I have it with a standard front knob. This of course can be changed. I've got here the Veritas standard tote. This is in a medium size, and I've got the 55-degree angle frog here. So what can we change with this? So the standard knob, normal standard knob that you would find on a lot of different Stanley or record planes, for example. You can change this to a tall knob from Veritas. This is if you have a rather larger hand and like a full grip with your thumb and pointer finger so that you can push through with this. My preference, however, is the other knob that's available, and this is a flat knob, because when I'm using a smoothing plane, I like to just rest my palm on top of it, put a little bit of downward pressure, and push through with my hand. And so this the smaller flat knob here is perfect for me, and I'll be trying this later on. This has the Veritas medium tote. My hand here is only 9 centimeters from knuckle to knuckle. So the medium fits perfectly. If you have a hand that has 10 centimeters or larger between your knuckles, then the large tote is perfect for you. The Veritas tote is a bit more vertical than a standard tote. Veritas think that with more vertical, you're able to push through flat on a surface. It's just a matter of preference and comfort. However, if the Veritas tote is not for you, then there are 3 sizes of a standard or normal tote available: small, medium and large. So 55-degree frog, perfect for smoothing work on very difficult wood. I have some bubinga that we'll be trying a little bit later on. Veritas also provide the standard 45-degree frog, and this is the normal frog you would find on a standard plane available from a hardware store. Also, if you prefer, or if you want to do a little bit of work with end grain, there's also a lower angle 40-degree frog that's available. And the frogs, the tote and the handles are very, very easy to exchange. Finally, a little bit about the blade. This here has a 01 steel blade in it. I've lapped and sharpened this to 8000 grit with a Japanese waterstone, so it is now razor sharp. The 01 steel is easier to sharpen, but it does get a little blunt quicker. There's also a PMV steel available. It's a little harder to sharpen with a waterstone, but not a problem. And it holds the edge a little bit longer and therefore is a bit more expensive. My preference, to be honest, I would take the PMV because when I'm working, I don't want to keep sharpening the blade all the time. Okay, a little bit about the size. This is, as I said before, the baby of the family, the number 4. Now, I've got my old number 4 Sheldon here from the USA. This is was produced in around about the 1940s. And if I can show you here, the Veritas one is quite a bit longer. The Sheldon here weighs in at around about 1.2 kilos. This weighs just over 2 kilos according to my scales, which puts it more in the category of a traditional 4.5, such as this one here from Stanley. And the length is practically identical. So even though Veritas say that this is a number 4, as a smoothing plane, it's really quite heavy. And I really like the feel of it because it feels like you've got something solid in your hands. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we have the 55-degree frog in here. So now it's time to start doing a little bit of smoothing work, and I'll be back in a moment with some wood for us. Okay.